What's up, family? Just coming to you today. It's kind of funny. I actually forgot my phone at home today, so all day by myself, I was without a phone, left to myself and my own thoughts, which is sometimes good, sometimes bad. It's funny how much we really rely and use our phones as a crutch, and not just like big things like using it to text or call, but like little things like when you're sitting with somebody and you look at your phone because it might be awkward, or to pass the time by, or little things. It's really really weird. Just some of the things I noticed today when I didn't have my phone. um, Another thing that really stuck out to me is I got to the gym this morning and I thought I had everything ready to go, and I went to look for my phone, and that's when I realized I did not have it with me. Um, so that in itself was like, but anyway, I did end up going ahead, and I finished my workout, worked out for about an hour and 15 minutes. And I was the only one in the gym, so it was completely silent. For an hour and 15 minutes, I worked out, and all I had to myself was my thoughts. Um, in that it was kind of funny because to me it was almost like a revelation, like, when everything else fades away, the noise goes away, the music, the encouragement in your life, the people that are behind you, everything that's pushing you. When all that stuff goes away, are you still going to fight? Is it still in you to fight, even though all that stuff isn't there to help you? And so that really helped me today. It was just a revelation as far as everything that we do in our lives, as far as, that's related with the phone. Because it can be a big part of our lives, but I think oftentimes it's too big of a part of our lives to where we allow it to almost control what we do, control our time, really. But it's crazy, on my way home today, I was just thinking about everything in my life that matters right now, and even stuff that I'm like, oh, God doesn't care about that, but I know that He does. And the important things, like every time I pick up my children from grandma's house after work, I'll put my hand behind the headrest of the passenger seat, and my little girl will hold her hand out for me to hold her hand on the way home. Little things like that stuck out to me. And I know it's crazy, but this life, everything that you're doing, if you're going forward and you're going after the things that matter to you, whether it be your faith, whether you're trying to draw closer to God, whether it be you're trying to lose weight, whether you have goals to own your own business one day, whatever it might be, the more you work to that, the harder it's going to get, because that fire, that zeal that you had when you first started tends to fade away. And once it fades away, then you find out who you really are. And I think that's important to know, that it's going to be hard. Anybody in this life that tells you that living for God, or anybody in this life that tells you that going after your dreams is going to be easy, and, oh, His yoke is easy, His burden is light. Okay, I get it. Anybody that tells you that it's going to be easy, though, is trying to sell you something. Because I promise it's going to be the hardest thing in your life that you will ever do. And the only thing that God promised was that we would not have to do this alone. But I promise it'll be hard. I promise you're going to have struggles, and I promise that you're going to go through things. But please know, at the end of the day, you're not alone. None of us are. There's things in our life that we have control over, and today we need to take control of those things. God's given us strength. God's given us discipline and discernment in our lives. And a way that I used to cope when I was stressed out, a way that I used to cope when I was going through things, is I would eat. I would go get tons of food and I would eat. And now I no longer do that, but it's a little bit harder to cope. And that's what I'm saying. It's going to get harder and harder the more that you're persevering, the more that you're walking through what you're walking through, because that fire, that zeal is going to fade away. And then after that, you're going to be left with what's really burning on the inside of you, that want to change, that will. And anyway, I wanted to leave you with that. I know, most of the time during the week, the vlogs are kind of short, and it's because I work so crazy hours, and I'm really just wanting to spend time with my family when I do get home. But I think this is an important part of my journey, kind of putting it all out there as far as what I'm going through. And I hope this speaks to somebody. If it does, please let me know, because it encourages me, and as it encourages me, it helps me and gives me the encouragement and the strength to continue doing what I'm doing. So if anything at all, anything at all that I'm doing or that I have done in the past, we should let each other know. And if you love somebody, tell them. But I love you guys. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for the support, for being with me on this journey. And let's continue to keep it up. Let's fight for what matters in our lives. Let's live and love this life with no days off. You guys, let's be an encouragement and be encouraged in the process. Love you guys.